Welcome back to a new episode of Connect Media. And I'm your host, Kavion, Suave K, whatever you made a call. Now turn to it. On today's episode, we're talking about ambition. Over the past three episodes, I've talked about faith, I've talked about discipline, and this is the last, probably the most important one. Well, the most important one was probably discipline. But this and faith, but they all go hand in hand. They all matter. You can't have one without the other. You can't have faith without the discipline to multiply it. You can't have ambition without the discipline. You can you can't be ambitious but lazy. That's not a thing. You can have people make videos about it, but that's not a thing. You can't want something but not put in the effort to do it. That makes no sense. That's not going to get you realistically. That's not going to get you anywhere. But and also, you cannot not have faith in what you're doing, but try to be ambitious about it. I never knew that's just not going to work. So I wanted to clarify the point where this all ties in together. You have faith plus the discipline and the ambition, which in my opinion that is the keys to success. Faith, discipline, and ambition. You have those, then I believe in my personal experiences that you can accomplish anything. Doesn't matter what you're doing, doesn't matter who you came come across, doesn't matter even if your family doesn't believe. You don't need other people to believe. All you need to believe is yourself. As corny as that sounds, or as cliche as that sounds, that's literally the truth. Why don't you? And there will be people who will be in their who will be decades older than you, trying to tell you what your life is going to be simply because how their life turned out. How mistake after mistake, what they've made, supposedly since you're younger, that's how your life is going to turn out. And in that instance, you can either decide, oh yeah, that's how my life's going to turn out, or say, no, I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be the person who spent years at someone's job, making them even more richer with my time. Because time is more valuable, will forever be more valuable than money. Time itself is the one thing money cannot buy back. Well, there's a lot of things money can't buy, like, true love. Can't buy that. True respect, money can't buy that. Loyalty, money can't buy that. There's a lot of things that it cannot buy, but money is a tool used to access a lot of things and a lot of great experiences in life. That's the thing. But this video is about ambition. You have to be hungry. You have to willing to say to yourself, I don't give a fuck, even if it's your mother, your dad, your brothers, your sister. You have to believe yourself on a totally different level. You have to understand that only you can push yourself to do the things that you want to do. That's it. It's ABCD. Because if you sit and you wait for now, here's the thing. Here's what a lot of people get messed up as. If you're the type to not really sure, you may turn to friends. You may turn to family to ask, what is it that you want to do with your life? And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's what family and friends are for. But however, if you are the type of person that cannot function and cannot make a single choice, you don't know if you want to eat eggs or peanut butter and jelly. You don't know if you want to enlist in this new job or go to the military. You don't know. then that means there's a lack of self-awareness within. You have to know yourself a little bit more for you to make these decisions. That's the type of shit they do not teach in school. School prepares you to be a worker, an obedient servant to jobs, to the government, those type of things. It doesn't teach you what life really is. It doesn't prepare you for the real world. I remember I remember teachers used to say that. Why would what no, I don't know if they were lying or if they genuinely believed it, but it's a lie. You have to know yourself in order for you to have ambition in the first place. You have to be hungry. You have to realize you have to wake up one day and a switch has to come on in your brain. You want better. You want better. Or you the type who doesn't want better, who is okay with being complacent and is okay with wanting mediocre, and that is fine. But what is not fine is the fact that that is what you think everyone else is supposed to be. If you are the type that can make decisions and can follow through about what you want and can imply the faith, which is you believing in God, Jesus Christ, the higher power, your source, also believing in yourself to do the things and moving forward and having the discipline and consistency to do them over and over and over and over and over without expecting results right away. Because that's why a lot of people are getting scammed, and that's why a lot of people are getting used and misused because they want fast results when in actuality, this shit is hard work. I gotta mute my phone. The people who you see flexing, I don't know any of them personally, but I can probably guess that they never worked hard for it. Some of them they did because it's a difference when you inherit something of value versus when you worked for something of value. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about something different. Like in your head, think of something of value that is not money. Something of value, like a car, what else? A house, a phone, a laptop, something that is not money. How would you act with it if you worked hard for it? Like it's your baby, right? That you're protecting it with your life versus someone who just inherited it. You can see a difference in how they act and how they describe the thing of value. And a lot of these people walk around with a sense of arrogance. To me, and this is my personal opinion, if you worked hard for something, you wouldn't be arrogant. You wouldn't be arrogant about it. You would be humble about it. You would know how hard it took you to get this, and you would walk with your head high and not looking down on anybody. But back to ambition. Ambition comes from a deeper sense of purpose, I believe. A lot of people's goals is to nowadays, there's nothing wrong with it, is to get rich. You know, the idea of having access, having money to have access to a lot of things that they probably never even dreamed of. That's the idea, right? That's the idea. That's the narrative you're being fed. We're all being fed is to have money, is to have access. I believe ambition comes from a deeper sense of purpose. Ambition is who are you grinding for and what are you grinding for? Personally, for me, I'm grinding to leave a legacy behind for my brothers and sisters and my future children and my future children. A legacy, something where this country, I'm seeing what the hell is going on with the government. I'm seeing what the hell is going on with people, with companies, from the healthcare companies. You know what happened with the United Healthcare CEO. And there's more people like him who are taking millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars from people who suffer from real diseases because it is more profitable to treat someone over and over and over and over again than just cure them one time. There's profit to be made in making people sick and die. They don't give a fuck. Why? Money, greed. This is what our company, this is what company, this is what our, this is what the United States rewards. It rewards greed. It rewards backdooring, backstabbing, betrayal. It rewards it. So, ambition to me is providing a legacy where, in several businesses, where we do not have to rely on said government. Because them motherfuckers over there, they're wicked. A lot of people try to go in those companies and try to change things. You can't. I'm not saying you can't change because there is nothing impossible that you can't do. There's nothing that you can't do. But with what ends up happening is either the person becomes just like them over time, or they just end up getting killed because they want to change. So I find it easier to build a legacy of your own and detaching yourself without the need of them, without the need. Because if you don't need them, you don't have to partake in their stupid shit. Ambition comes from a deeper sense of purpose, building a legacy, building a legacy. That's my definition of ambition. And that ambition, or whatever your ambition has to be, maybe you come from a family who never really gave a shit about you, or maybe you came from a family who were just, not in your best favor, and you have a different ambition. You may want to set yourself up, and that's fine. Th- This isn't to this isn't a video to critique your ambition. It's to understand it and multiply it. That's the purpose of this video. You have to be hungry. And if you're hungry, you'll never be full. If you're hungry off an ambition, nothing will be able to fool you. You'll never be fooled. People that like this isn't about black and white anymore. It hasn't been for a minute. It's about people who have access, which what we said before, money. It's about people who have access to governments, to companies, and using that to terrorize and control and dictate the American people. People like you and me, people like people, Hispanic people, white people. It doesn't matter. If you're not of that circle of selected few billionaires, I mean, just think about it. These guys are trading, not trading, selling and buying millions. But the lower half of the American society doesn't even have that. Let's use some common sense here. The money is not. It's not that the U.S. doesn't have any money. It's over there. They have it, all of it, and while laughing in our face doing it. They give us an election every 4 years, and it's a concert. It's a show. It's to keep people entertained, and it's to keep people never question what is really going on. Why would Elon need an office inside the Oval Office? He's not even fucking from here. He shouldn't have a say in nothing. But you know what talked? Money talked. over $200 million to Trump. You think he's not gonna let him do what he wants? After someone just gave you $200 million? Like, really, you have to really think about how much is $200 million. You got to get past 50 million first. You got to get past 100 million first. Who even needs all of that? Who needs 200 million? That's a whole different ballgame. Whole different ballgame. Have your ambition. Put that wall between you and the U.S. government, because shit is not gonna. It's not gonna be easier. So people need to stop wishing it for to be easier and build yourself to withstand the hard times. Stop wishing it to be easy, wishing yourself to be stronger. Because if you're in the gym and you're stronger, you won't have to wish for the weight to be lighter. You can just pick it up. So it does not matter. Stop second guessing. Stop. The human body is capable of so much great things. Human mind alone. Jesus has blessed you with a mind. And if you've done research on what the human mind is capable of, you wouldn't even be sitting here wondering what I'm like, who you are. Like, it's in you. It's already in you. You just gotta pull it out. That's it. Thank you for listening, whoever's listening. And thank you for staying tuned for another podcast episode. I thank you all. Till next time.